Hackers, welcome to the C.S. Joseph Podcast, Acolyte Edition. I'm your host, C.S. Joseph. Sorry it took a little bit extra time to get the stream up off the ground, but I was interrupted by many passerbys on the street who were asking questions about what exactly it is I'm doing out here, as they usually do. And I didn't really have any takers to be on the show, but that's okay. It's always nice to continue to network with people and whatnot, so handing out cards, marketing myself, doing all those things, but yes. So tonight's question is, how can I, as an INFJ, improve my relationship with my ENFJ father, which is a great question. INFJs, ENFJs, it's kind of a rough relationship because it's a high camaraderie relationship, and when you have two NFJs in the mix, there ends up being a lot of conflict. Conflict ends up becoming a problem over time, and the conflict increases over time because both of these two types of people are actually competing for the same things and competing for the same roles within the context of a family, right? It's an ENFJ. It's all about how everyone feels. And when they're in a position of father, they're constantly going out of the way to elect themselves the role of helper within the family. But then again, the INFJ is also a helper like the ENFJ, as FJs are, and they're basically competing for the FJ position of family. And you can imagine how difficult that would have been in my nuclear family growing up, given that 3 of the 4 of us were actually FJs, and I'm a TP, and that's why I was U to UF most of my life from an octagram perspective. It ended up being like a huge problem. However, while that was ultimately a huge problem, I was able to grow through it and find my own path, and then ultimately become subconscious focused after I got out of that particular second. So yeah, a lot of people don't understand, from a nuclear family perspective, it can end up becoming very difficult. How you doing? Having a good night, sir? You guys know who that is? I know who that is. I know who that is. He's an INFP. He's an INFP. An INFP who hates my guts. I just had no choice but to SE demon him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, that is who that is. Oh yeah. We're getting text messages. That is who that is. Oh, my SC team is so happy right now. Ah, that's so funny. That man's name is Troy. Oh, how I would love to have him on this show. Oh, I'd love to have that guy on the show. What's up?
I always see you filming out here.
Yeah, I'm just doing my podcast, bro.
Oh, you do podcast at night?
Rain or shine, man. I'm out here.
What's the podcast about? Or just everything in general?
Oh, I'm a mind reader, man. That's what it's about, yeah.
You read minds?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
No. I get the most fucked up mind.
Okay.
You don't know me like that.
Nah, you gotta think of specific. What am I thinking about right now?
Real quick.
You gotta agree to be on the show, man.
I'd be willing. Real quick.
I will.
Shit.
I'd be willing to be on this show. Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you're on the show, huh?
All
right,
What
cool.
are we talking about?
Well, we're live on YouTube right now. Got 41 people watching.
That's what's up. What's up, 41 people?
Oh, that mask shit. Come on, man.
I have to put the mask. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's like Red Wing from like Arkham Knight. You know what I mean?
Red Wing from Arkham Knight, huh?
You never play video games?
Oh, yeah, but not that one.
That's lame.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Respectfully, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
But how does mind reading work, sir?
Oh, well, we'll get to that in a second. But if you're getting on the show, you got to get your mic out. So hold on, let me get a microphone for you.
All right, sir.
I'm jealous.
So you just puffing on the
Sir,
a cigar, just
I'm
Yeah, it's nice.
chilling on Sherman tonight.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What type of cigars you got?
This is a La Roma de Cuba Mi Amor. Not my most favorite though.
Being some foreign shit, I don't know.
So what are you doing out here? You just film, just talk to strangers and shit?
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
all the
that's what's
time.
up.
That's the
Talking to
best, dude.
strangers is my favorite pastime,
It's a good
basically.
hobby, for real. It is,
I'm reading
bro.
the comments.
What does it
Oh my
say?
God, by the way, finish your statement, sir. Like, what? Come on. I'm willing to hear it. Roast my ass. I'm a redhead ginger. Come on. Fool.
Somebody's gonna quote some line from South Park.
I'm with this amazing sir that be posting phenomenal content. He posted his blunt up in the tripod. He's a
Yeah.
badass. Sorry, not a blunt. Cigar.
It's a cigar. Come on, be respectful.
We don't got weed.
Oh yeah.
No blunts here.
In fact, someone I was just talking.
Sir?
Just
Does nobody call you sir?
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful fucks.
Disrespectful fucks.
I don't understand it.
All right, fair enough. Here's your microphone. Stick it on your pole, bro.
I'm gonna see right. Oh, DJI? Damn.
Doing it. You gotta do it right, man. That's how we
I'm
roll.
surprised you got a DJI. I'm gonna speak like this because I feel like I don't want to disrupt the people. I know how video being.
I'm from France. Damn, you got people from France? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I got
That's
people from
actually
France.
wild. You got
Yeah.
people that from everywhere.
Apparently, I'm big in Saudi Arabia.
Really?
Yeah, it's just kind of a weird thing.
Respect all my people.
Spotlight.
Yeah, fair enough.
But be real. Come on. What are we talking about?
Did you see a spotlight moving?
Anyway, yeah. So the audience likes it when you introduce yourself and just tell about yourself first before we get right into the reading.
All right. So I'm Hunter. I'm from Idaho. I like to ski. I really like shoes. Clothing is my passion. You
Oh, wait,
know?
whoa, hold on. What kind of shoes?
Mostly sneakers,
Yeah,
basketball
yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, but what kind? Oh, specific. Okay. So
Yeah.
what brands? Like what brands you rocking, man? What kind of drip you got?
Specifically, it's gonna be Nike and Jordan.
Nike and Jordan. Why?
Yeah.
Why specifically that kind? What do you get from that?
That's what I got made fun of for. So I have this vendetta towards people that told me that I couldn't. So I went and got what I could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you just kind of took like you made your misery your ministry or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Words out my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. You a church going fellow then?
Raised.
Yeah, raised. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, me too. I ended up being a pastor's kid and then a biblical scholar and whatnot. But then like I have a hard time with the church. So.
Real quick, let's dab up on camera so that people understand it. I'm from the same era. I understand
Yeah.
what you mean. So
Yeah.
dab me up real quick.
Totally.
So, bro, sorry. Just had to do that for the people. But
So
keep
you're a
going.
pastor's kid too?
I'm not a pastor's kid, but I went to private school my whole life. So people in
Like a Christian school?
Catholic.
Oh, a Catholic school.
Yeah, so fools got mad at me for like asking any questions I like had. So when I'd ask like who created God, people got hella mad at me and tried to ostracize me. So
Oh,
I've been
what? Because you're questioning people?
exactly, I was questioning.
You were
shit.
questioning it. So you're
So-
like, wait a minute, are you that guy that's like, oh, contradictions, and just be like,
Not-
or like, and I have questions because these contradictions that I think there might be there. You know what I'm saying?
Not just contradictions, but I'm just a curious ass fool. Like I just care about everything. So I'm always curious. So I always ask questions about any and everything. So people got really mad at me when I asked like if God got created by anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it fucked with me because people really were like ostracize him from the
Did
church.
you get kicked out of the church like I did?
I didn't get kicked out, but they really were like trying to push me out.
Yeah. So you're like well versed enough where like you could probably like debate, for Christianity and anti-Christianity to like people or whatever.
I get the hates and I get the beliefs. You know what I mean? I get both.
You get both full setup.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh,
Like
fair
I
enough.
get why people follow religion, and I get why people don't follow religion. It's both. It's a fucked up, but it's also a really like peaceful choice of life. So
Yeah.
I get people's choices.
All right. Now you're making me curious. All right. So like,
Keep going.
what exactly is your what are the pros, of having that religious life that you can see?
You got an idea of what God wants you to do, and I understand that God don't want you. Like, in my opinion, it's kind of BS when people are saying that God doesn't like gays, God doesn't like people that eat bacon, all that shit. In my opinion, no God should really care about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God should just care about what
Why
you
does
think about,
God care about bacon? That's
Why does God care
weird.
about bacon? Why does God care about who you fuck? Why does God care about really like a lot of things? As long as you have faith, in my opinion, you should be totally fine. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
who cares really about what you really like think? Not think, but like, because everybody's respect to what they think, but respect it to your religion, because some religions are just crazy in the fact of like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like Mormonism to Muslim, they're just a little ridiculous in the fact of like, they like say you can't eat bacon. No way that a God would care about you eating bacon over how you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, character.
Because character is what overall judges you as a person, because you're really putting who you are into the atmosphere in the universe. And if you're a person that cares about people, you know, it really shouldn't care about what you believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the part that pisses me off with the religion, is because coming from a religion background,
Yeah.
people told me what I couldn't believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really affected me mentally, to where I'd be sitting there from the age of like 4 to 12 thinking
Yeah.
like, please Jesus, don't come back and judge me. Like, I really want a life to live. And that was no life to live. You know what I mean? Like, living in fear is not a way to live. You should really live in the moment and understand that you need to make the right decisions and don't be a piece of shit, but like,
Yeah.
just be a person. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
understand who is good people and who is not bad people, and just be chill. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so, as long as you're a good person at heart, I believe that God or whatever beings up there should care for you, what you are. You're not going to be judged
Yeah.
by if you smoke weed, if you drink
Well,
alcohol.
if he created you, shouldn't he be taking responsibility for his creation?
Well, I was about to say, he created us in his form. So you're telling me that motherfucker wouldn't smoke weed? Everybody in our history smoked weed.
I mean, Jesus apparently turned water to wine, but we don't call him an
Exactly.
alcoholic. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. So like, I'm totally with that shit. Like, you can't judge people, because I don't know, everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I mean? Like, even the pieces of shit. Yeah, I hate to say it, but like murderers, pedophiles, they deserve a second chance. But if they do it again, persecute them. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to say that, but like, you know, like you said, you want to change and you didn't change. So, you know, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I respect it. I respect your choices as a human being, because everybody's in America is respected to their own choice.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, I can't take that away from anybody, because they'd be taking away from me, what I believe. So I believe anybody should have the choice to their belief. But beliefs have become so weird now. And like, it's just, I
what's a
worry.
weird belief? Like,
Well, I just be listening to like, I don't know, some of the judicial shit that be coming out, and in the fact of a lot of people in both very like Oregon and California be talking about how pedophiles shouldn't be represented as gay people, and it really bugs me, because I've grown up around gay people. Gay people have cut my hair. They've taken care of me. Like, my family is like a bunch of gay people. I love gay people. This is the homie that's live, yeah.
yeah, we're live.
What's up?
Be respectful though.
Yeah. Sorry.
But like, I respect gay people, but like, there's a lot of shit that's going down where I'm getting it shoved down my throat,
Yeah.
and it sucks, because I'm like, I live over my whole life.
You just said the S word one.
Ass word?
S word. I just came up and said shit. And then you were like,
Be careful for this fool. Be careful.
Can we say that or not?
Yeah, you can cuss as much as you want. I don't give a shit.
Either way,
It is.
I just want people to be everybody to chill. I just want everybody
I
to
don't
be
support
chill,
that.
and we'll just be chill.
Yeah.
You don't support everybody being chill?
No. I mean, what you just pulled up with. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was a definitely deep conversation
Okay,
that you
I
didn't
missed
come
it,
up
yeah.
come up on.
Totally.
But like, I get where you're coming from. But either
How many
way,
people were we live with?
45.
Oh, guys.
I don't really care.
What's up, guys?
Either way.
All right, cool. You ready for reading, bro? Oh, what happened to the microphone?
Can we chat? Can we
Where'd it
chat
go?
live?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, as
Oh,
soon
is
as,
this
as
what
soon
you
as,
do?
uh,
You chat live.
yeah.
Sick. Okay.
Before you go, can I ask respectfully, do you just analyze the responses and just kind of?
Well, we'll talk about that afterwards. Afterwards.
He just
yeah.
interviews people.
No, I get it. No,
Yeah,
I'm-
you ready for reading, bro?
Yeah, so
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, so this gentleman is all about what other people want all the time. He is the walking choices generator. He's constantly asking people, especially people closest to him, what they want all the time. He's got his mind on the future all the time, constantly aware of the future, to the point where he actually has a form of prescience. He actually can predict people with what they do before they actually do it, which is pretty awesome. He's aware of the future to the point where he can actually see where it's going to happen before it happens, which is pretty awesome.
You can see the future.
Super dope. It's also entirely all about what he thinks, even to the point of being critical towards other people, maybe coming off pedantic to others, criticizing, sometimes the point of being harsh, but he does it because he cares, and he actually cares the most more than anyone, even though oftentimes people don't give him credit or recognition for caring so much, and they just, oh, he's just some harsh asshole, when the reality of the situation is actually he does it because he cares more than anybody. He's also, his fear, he's afraid of being weak, so he goes out of his way to be as strong as possible to overcompensate for the fact that he might be weak, so he's going out of his way to not be weak at all, such that he wants to have a high level of endurance and perseverance and personal strength to be able to get through and endure any situation so that one day he becomes the last man standing, and always to survive. His worry exists towards his own future, and he's consistently worried about his own future on a regular basis, to the point where he will intertwine his own future with the futures of other people that he is around, so that if they are successful, he is successful as well, as long as they bring him along, as he promotes a better future for all of those around him, so that he doesn't have to be worried about his own future anymore. He has a tendency to criticize other people's thinking on a regular basis, especially when it comes to stats or graphs or any of that bullshit on a regular basis, to the point where it's like, okay, why should I listen to these people? Just because they're in positions... Just because they're in positions of authority, why the fuck does it even matter? Why should I listen to them? So this ends up creating a negative thing where he has a hard time listening to other people, because usually he's the one that people are listening to. Thus, it's hard for him to listen to others, which ends up becoming more of a difficult thing.
What?
He's talking. He's got a mic.
No. I understand it. This is a video or?
Yeah, this is a live stream.
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Is this about you?
I'm sorry, sir.
Dang.
I'm really sorry.
Are you
sir.
homeless?
Just
Oh,
just
okay.
hold it up like that.
I'll hold that. I'm sorry.
Like, so the light is upwards, and just keep it here. Yeah, you're good. You got enough
Can
discipline.
I hop in on this convo?
Yeah, you'll
Okay,
when we're finished with this gentleman.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What are you guys talking about? Can I just
we're talking about him.
understand? Yeah, I know. I got here late, so.
Yeah. So from that point of view, you have this, you're also a very amoral person, not immoral, amoral, which means you don't exactly know how you feel about things. You care about what everyone else feels, and constantly you ask other people, hey, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Because you don't exactly know what is actually a valuable thing for yourself, but you know what other people value, so you need to go to other people and ask their opinion, ask them if they value it, if the decision you're about to make is actually a valuable decision, so you need to go find out if it is valuable from those other people. The worst part about you is that you are not aware of how you come off. In fact, you don't really care about how you come off to other people. You care about your own experience and what makes you comfortable, because you're afraid of being uncomfortable and ultimately being unsafe, and that's why you compensate with strength, so that you can maintain your ability to endure. The thing that you want the most out of life is satisfaction and fulfillment more than anything. But you do that, and you get satisfaction by showing respect to other people. The more respect you give to other people, the more you hope that they actually satisfy if you treat them with respect as a result.
Okay. Wait, are you guys still? You still want to?
Are you done, sir?
Well, I could keep going.
Are you gonna buy his course?
I'm being real. He did get that right. I'm not gonna lie. So this dude is not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't give.
I just saw the cash exchange.
I don't
right
really
now.
give a, dude. Respectfully, I don't give a fuck about this dude's career. Like respectfully, I don't know this dude. I just met him tonight, and he just fucking pinpoints to me.
I just saw the cash exchange.
You just saw a cash exchange?
Yeah.
I'm about to be real. You might be dumb. Respectfully.
What is that little finger top there?
I don't know. You sticking your finger out, bro. Trying to check my. Oh, bro, come on. What you doing? Come on. What you doing? You keep sticking the finger out. What are you doing?
That's how you die.
Here. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Hey guys.
Here.
Is it, how many people are we live to?
Sir, I'm gonna let you know.
Hey guys.
You're most welcome, man.
Hey, Lonnie, get out.
I'm reading the comments. Hey guys. All right, can we have a convo?
All right, what do you want to discuss?
Well, just read him like a book then. Huh?
Read me like a book.
All right, I can read you like a book. Fair enough.
That's sick. Here we go.
Yeah, 1 second. I should probably relight myself, actually.
Relight the
Oh, here it is.
Real as fuck. He sells a course too. Live audio. Quick shot. Spark it.
Oh, damn. They got a beachfront.
Good shit, bruv.
Yeah, I like it.
We live?
Yeah, we're live,
go.
man. We're still live.
Great point lighting. Good job. People are talking.
All right, so the audience really likes it when you introduce yourself to them, so tell them about yourself.
Spokeswag. Not really too much going on. I'm homeless at the moment. And I just like to introduce myself
Yeah?
to your live stream. On what platform? I don't even know. So-
YouTube.
Good. I love YouTube. I love you. Do I need it?
You don't need to
guys.
put that-
Hey. Is that loud for him?
Probably is.
Okay. Sick. Yeah. You want to hold it?
Sure, I guess, if you are cool with that.
Yeah.
Let me move the magnet down a little bit. All right, cool. So what do you do for a living? Just tell about yourself.
Homeless.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't have a job currently. I'm looking for one. You know, I've been living in the streets downtown and
Yeah?
looking for work.
What's your favorite spot?
Probably right here, Beacon. You know, I love to get drunk.
Yeah? What's your favorite thing to drink?
Probably well tequila.
Not tequila?
Well tequila. Or X Factor. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of like those Four Locos back in the day.
I know. Yeah.
You like Four Loko?
Yeah, I love Four Loko. Yeah. I drink like 3-4 a day.
You ever had a Capriccio?
Capriccio.
Yeah, Capriccio, like sangria and whatnot. That'll go to your head like instantly. It's
Sangria, nah.
It's like one bottle. It's like 17.5% one bottle, and you can't even tell, and you're done.
Damn.
Like super quick.
Oh shit. So is that cost effective?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. You get a 4-pack, for
Yeah.
pretty affordable at like
Okay.
the Total Wine place or whatever. Just
Okay.
get the Capriccio, man. I'm telling you, it is
Okay.
dope.
I'm going there
But
tomorrow.
4-pack, you're just done.
Yep.
Like you're on the floor.
Good. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Rock on. Yeah. So what do you want to talk about?
So what do you make? What do you make? What do you create?
I don't create anything. I'm homeless.
Oh, looks like your friends want to go, man.
I'm going to get fucked up.
Well, you enjoy yourself.
What can I say? I'm going to get fucked up. Buy this guy's course. Buy it. He just changed my mind instantly. It's unreal. Like, I literally came out a new man.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna close that. Shit. Good luck. Thank you, though. Curiosity. Are you Christian?
Depends how you define Christian, sir.
The true definition.
What is that? What is the true definition of Christian? Let me submit some questions to you, sir. Why do people pray to Jesus? Did Jesus ever tell anyone to pray to him?
Let me direct my answer.
Would you like to be
Believe
on
in
the show?
something greater than yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Interesting.
Do you?
I do, yes. Common grounds. That's great.
Yeah. Common ground is great, yeah.
No,
Do you want to be on the show? You should.
Not really, because I'm
Can I borrow a lighter?
not interested in
Yeah.
myself and content yet. But
Why not?
it's just something. But I'm the way you speak and the way you ask, I can see down your path on how you ask questions and how you perceive some of how you structure your questions and how you dig deep. So I realize that when somebody recognizes something bigger than themselves, that normally goes that's a big claim and everybody's a part of it. So
Yeah.
when somebody asks that deep of questions, they're normally attached to that line of questioning.
Well, why don't you be on the show? You want me to, you should be on the show so I can tell you about you on the show in front of the people.
I'm more of a one-on-one type of guy, not for the world yet.
But the thing is, though, is that I suspect you have an extremely valuable opinion. Should not people hear your opinion? Come on.
My opinion is no different than a great man next to me, so it's nothing.
I disagree. I disagree. The more you invest your time, especially like as you learn to read and whatnot, and are able to see all these connections, even if you're reading topics and authors in fiction and nonfiction that have no actual relation, you actually have the ability to identify that pattern, which increases your knowledge base, which makes your opinion super knowledgeable. I really think.
Fair.
I really think you should be on the show, man.
What is the name of your show? Can I ask?
The C.S. Joseph podcast.
C.S. Joseph podcast?
Yeah, I'll give you a card when we're finished.
What is the topic of your podcast besides, is it sociology, just pure 100% sociology?
Masculinity, femininity, gender dynamics, as well as psychology.
Is there a variety show on it?
Not really a variety. It's all still based on Jungian analytical psychology, sir.
Jungian analytical psychology is a broad statement.
It is.
And I don't want anything I say taken out of context towards a message that somebody could.
I promise you that I will never embarrass you on my show.
Yeah, that's no, I just respect to the content creating. You seem very intelligent. I was off camera.
I
even
think
on camera,
I actually would
earlier.
submit to you that you're likely more intelligent than I am.
I don't think so.
You may not believe that, but I think that.
That's a bait, but I appreciate it. I respect the content creating, and I feel like I know what you're doing, and I respect it. And
Come on, we want you on the show. We want you on the show.
You're good.
You should be on the show.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, but I appreciate you.
Share your
appreciate
opinion,
what you're doing.
please.
Your First Amendment right is important. First Amendment, let's keep it. How about that?
Well, yeah, sure. You know, freedom of speech, right? What are you going to freely tell? Come on.
Well, I'll freely tell that I enjoy seeing the interaction and the conversations you're having in public at night with a bunch of drunk people.
How many drinks have you had?
That can make for a lot of interesting conversations. I've had a few.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've had more than a few.
More than a few.
Yeah, I've had more than a few.
So you're like super happy right now.
No, when I enjoy live streams, I enjoy intellectual conversations, and my friends are closing out their tabs, so I have a couple minutes to kill. So, but it's cool what you're doing, and I understand that we're live. Are you actually live? So YouTube live. How many subscribers do you have?
Right now, like 60,000 something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What is the? I can't even see how many people we got watching.
77.
77? Dude, that's really good.
Yeah? Is it?
Dude, it's a start and it's clear numbers. So
Yeah.
That shows growth, and that's awesome. Especially since I see what you're doing and having conversations on the street, and I think that's important. I think that's what we need. So.
Well, why is it important though?
Yeah, well, it's important because interactions between humans is. The words leave me because of the liquor in my veins, but the world needs human interaction, human conversation, whether you disagree or agree.
Well, what do you do for a living then?
I am, how I make my bills and how I pay my bills is sales, but is this how you make your living, could I ask?
Yes, sir.
Off of 60,000?
Yep.
That's really cool, actually.
Yep.
Are you minimalist?
I've been retired for like 5 years from a 9-to-5 job, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Retired. So you're never going back to working W-2?
That's right.
That's impressive. Can I ask without being too
You can ask whatever you want.
sensitive, is it all from YouTube?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah. There's ways
That's
that a lot of
very
people.
good.
There's ways that a lot of people don't realize how they can actually pull that off with so few subscribers.
Is it like affiliate marketing? Is it like
No.
merch? Is it like a bunch of? It's with the. Oh, and you know maybe it's a couple of
Attraction
deals
marketing
here and there.
specifically. I don't run a single advertisement.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Attraction marketing, is that just going off of trends?
No. I don't even read trends at all. I have a hard time with trends entirely.
Can you synopsis the definition of track marketing?
Basically, you release a lot of free content that changes people's lives, and then they want to find out more.
Oh, that's cool.
That's all it is.
It's like with Chris Williamson. Like,
I don't know who that is.
He's really cool. He's one of the influencers that had like around good mental health, good physical health, and
You know who you remind me of? Have you ever heard of Simon Sinek?
I haven't. No.
You really should read his books. Yeah, he wrote his book Start With Why. It is an incredible read. I highly recommend it.
Oh, Simon?
Simon Sinek. S-I-N-E-K. Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Thank
Yeah, you remind me of my good friend Josh. Please be on the show. Please.
I have literally nothing to offer more than what I have offered already.
But your thoughts, I'm sure your thoughts are quite valuable, so please.
No, thoughts are valuable.
I'm
merely another face to the same line of thoughts and ideology.
But bro, you're making me like super comfortable right now. You're chill as fuck. So like, be on the show. It's all good.
Yeah.
I promise you it'll be worth it.
I don't.
And I don't want anything from you other than just you being on the show, man.
No, we're having a conversation one-on-one off camera, and I feel that that's enough for me. But I respect you wanting to get my face, but I feel like if anything, us having a conversation.
Oh, you don't have to have your face. We've already established that with the audience right now, so that's okay.
Yeah, and at the same time, I gotta take a piss.
Yeah. All right. Well.
But no, at the same time, hey.
Just.
He seems like a good guy, audience, and like he's genuinely just asking questions, and I like him. He's cool.
Yeah. And you promised me that you won't give up so easily. You gotta let go of that performance anxiety, bro. Seriously, let go of that shit. Because here's the thing: you have this problem where you might be comparing yourself to other people and their performance and looking at what other people do, but you don't need to do that
You have
at all.
81 people on here.
You don't need to do that. Like, seriously, like from your perspective, stop comparing yourself to other people and instead actually compare yourself to yourself so that you're better today than you were yesterday, and just do that over time consistently. And when you do that, you will outperform everybody else. And no one will be able to challenge that.
I gotta say,
Chase, like the bank, sir.
Chase.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I gotta say, no, you do look for key indicators, and I have struggled with that, yes, and that is something I am working on. Just like the whole realm of growth and improvement that everybody can do nowadays. That is
but here's the thing. But here's the.
That is definitely something that I do. So I appreciate you identifying.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, look, I get that you care about how everyone else feels, and that's awesome. And I get that you like to share your thoughts with them to improve them, because your life purpose is to improve other human beings. That's why you exist. Anyway, when you're in a nuclear family and you have FJs present, okay, you have an ENFJ father, and the ENFJ father, because naturally he has the most power in your nuclear family as an ENFJ, right? So he's taking on the role of NFJ within the context of your your family, basically. As an NFJ, right? As an NFJ, you kind of feel real small as an INFJ, because it's like it's all about your father's performance, and then your extroverted sensing inferior is not really able to perform and get positive reactions from other people, right? And so as a result of that, it ends up becoming like a huge problem, a huge problem over time. And this ends up causing the INFJ child to become unconscious developed constantly when they are idealizing other people instead of being an individual where, if you're subconscious developed, you actually end up, objectifying other people, or it's all about, your personal performance. And then you end up idealizing yourself, and you try to make yourself the ideal person as much as you can. And then you strive to be perfect in yourself and whatnot. And then any time that you fail to produce that perfection for others, when you're subconscious developed, you're actually really down on yourself as an INFJ. But that ultimately is what subconscious development is. If you are an INFJ who has an ENFJ father, you end up becoming unconscious developed. And you start actually projecting that idealization onto your ENFJ father, where he represents an example, like, all these people in my life, they're like the ideal, basically, and trying to be this ideal person as a result, right? So you end up idolizing other people as a result. And the thing is that if things don't go perfectly, if these things aren't, and you try to promote an ideal environment within the nuclear family as an INFJ child, and if things don't go ideal, you end up having this bad reaction to this ideal situation, right? Which ends up becoming a huge problem over time, So yeah. Big deal. It's a really big deal. It's a big problem. And this ends up becoming a problem. This is one of the reasons why I'm really hard on the nuclear family, because there isn't, like, what happens when you are a child and you have this role of FJ, this role of NFJ, but then your parent is taking on the NFJ role, and then basically you have no choice but to cognitive transition and basically be an ENFP, right? In your family, just to survive your nuclear family, because your father is soft locking you into your ENFP shadow and expecting you to be this ENFP over time, And that ends up being a problem. So yeah, it ends up being and what people don't realize is that this is kind of like a form of psychological abuse, or kind of a form of unintended abuse. Like, it's unattended, because the child at that point is like, oh crap, I'm becoming unconscious developed at this point, and they lose out on their opportunity to become subconscious developed because of the fact that they have an ENFJ father. The INFJ doesn't really have the chance to shine in their ego, because the ENFJ father's ego is what is shining basically within the context of the nuclear family. And that ends up becoming a huge issue over time, like a very big issue over time. So what do you do? What do you do as a result, right? Well, the thing is, though, is that the answer to this question is, what can an INFJ do, to, make their ENFJ father happy? Sadly, the answer actually puts them even closer and closer and deeper into unconscious development. It ends up becoming a serious problem. And that's not good. That's really not good. So based on that, what you end up doing is having this problem where you don't even, you end up having to emulate, using cognitive emulation, extrovert intuition, introvert feeling, as well as extrovert thinking and introvert sensing for the sake of your dad. Your dad's trying to be like, oh, I'm the performer here, but you need to stick around, you need to be loyal to me, you need to react to me. But the INFJ child is not able to react because of introverted sensing demon, and it just ends up making them worse and worse and worse. So again, you have to utilize cognitive emulation. Instead of saying the words I think around the ENFJ, well, that will trigger their TE demon when you say the words I think, but that's so natural to the inner child of an INFJ, because their TI child is all about I think, right, on a consistent basis, and that's a problem. Right? That's a huge problem. So it ends up just blowing up over time. So cognitive emulation is the only real answer. So make it about what he wants. Make it about what he thinks. Ask him what he thinks all the time. Never ask the ENFJ how he feels. So you literally have to change the language coming out of your mouth when you're engaging. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, so you're an INFJ, you got to be like, instead of saying the words I think, you got to be like I feel, to hit the FE hero. In order to hit the NI parent, you have to be like, hey, well, what do you want, Dad? You got to make it about what he wants. If you start talking about what he wants, he's going to be criticizing what you want and criticizing your decision making, right? So then to hit his SE child, you got to talk about and express what you are experiencing. You got to say, well, that doesn't make me comfortable, Dad, or that does make me comfortable, etc., right? From that point of view. So that also ends up becoming a problem. But here's the other issue. Like, INFJs really, really struggle with the TI inferior, right? The TI inferior because the TI inferior is always expecting everyone else to listen to him instead of the biggest problem, because ENFJs have this thing where it's like, hey, I expect everyone else to listen to me, but I listen to no one, which causes the INFJ to feel not listened to. They feel dismissed. And the most dismissive of the types ultimately is the ENFJ, because they're drawing cognitive origin of authority, and they feel like even ESFJs are not as dismissive as the ENFJ. And that really can hurt an INFJ, basically, in a big way. That can really hurt the INFJ. So the INFJ has to practice listening to dad while simultaneously not actually telling dad what they think, because the TE demon will come out from the ENFJ, which really sucks. So the INFJ has to actually learn extroverted thinking mastery right off the bat. And what ends up happening is that the INFJ is like, hey, what do you think about this, dad? And they literally have to change the language. What do you think? Because honestly, the INFJ is all about like, dad, here's what I think, here's what I think, here's what I think. But then that TI child is just going to get destroyed by extroverted thinking demon, which blows up, you know, so yeah. But it ends up being a huge struggle for the INFJ. And it's so hard for them to have to learn these skills super quick, especially as a child. And this always leads to unconscious development for the INFJ. You know, I have an INFJ who's extremely close to me, and I love her dearly, but her father is an ISTP, and he's their conflict type. And he's taking on that Templar role in her family, and because of that, she ended up becoming unconscious development as a result, you know. And it ends up, you know, even she's had to have struggles, and she's had to learn how to be like, hey, dad, what do you think about this? Or, hey, dad, I feel this way about this. Because INFJs don't really often lead with their feelings. They lead with how other people feel. But when you're dealing with an FI demon, you can't really do that. You can't really interface with your dad that way. So it ends up becoming a huge struggle. Once again, folks, this is why the nuclear family is just broken, because the nuclear family does not give people the opportunity, to grow to their max potential. You know, men, for example, don't really end up becoming men until like 27 to 30, right? Whereas men previously in tribal societies would become men at 15 years old, because there just isn't enough psychological diversity in the people closest to them to be able to develop the neural pathways necessary to actually get to that point, right? So it ends up being a huge... Anyway, that's it for that. That's literally how I can answer that question. You know, the INFJ just has to adjust their literal language leaving their mouths, actually. And that's kind of where it goes from there. Oh, let's see. Hold on. That was a good question. That was a good question. What is the point where men become men? Do you know that flips in the head? Usually, I mean, for me, it was at age 27. That was for me. And I'd say it's about 27 to 30, mostly for men at that point. And they have to build that value over time. That's kind of what I would say for that. All right. Any other questions? The school actually worked and developed social skills in people, then the nuclear family's lack of diversity could be alleviated, but sloth, deadly sin is just crabs in a bucket. Yeah, well said. Well said. What is the point where men become men? Okay, no. That guy isn't a threat. He actually was going to do something he actually would have, instead of trying to use his ENFP superior to try to shit talk. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even Chris knows that, because there's been times where he's been, you know, Chris has had personal experience was with violent ESTPs himself. So, yeah, that's kind of where that would go. How about an INTP son dealing with an INFP father who is overbearing? Well, then you're just competing for comfort at that point. So, yeah. But what changed your perspective? I don't know what that means, Kostas. So, anyway, that's it for the stream, folks. Thanks for watching and listening. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Just more drama from downtown as usual. So, I'll see you all later. Have a good night.